Over this weekend, I've been thinking a lot about the topic of health and why it's always been health over wealth. So over this past weekend, I've got sick and I got a nasty, nasty fever. I'm not the type to get sick often, but once I do, I get really sick. I'm bedridden. I am incapable of living on my own, right? So that's what happened this past weekend. Over these last 4 or 5 days, I've just been at home, sitting in this chair, laying on this bed, trying to recover, trying to get my energy back up, rest, and everything, just to feel better. And in those days of just recovering, and honestly, kind of just doing nothing and just contemplating life, I really thought, what use is all this money? What use is all this hard work and grinding when your health is not even in check first, right? What use is it all if at the end of the day you are rich but you're not healthy? And I really thought about that, and I was thinking to myself, we live in a society that's always go go go, grind grind grind, hustle 24/7, but we never express the importance of taking care of ourselves and actually slowing down in moments like these where you're not feeling the best, you're not feeling 100%, you're sick, you have a fever, etc., etc. It's okay to take a step back. It's okay to take a break, set some time off, do nothing for some time just to recover, just to de-stress, just to get your mental head back in the right groove. It's also really important to understand that yes, we need money, so we're always hustling 24/7, grinding, making those sales calls, going to work, working overtime, etc. Yes, that is all important, and yes, as well, I think that is all glorified. We also need to understand and take care of our own health because our health is our number one priority, right? If we're unable to go to work, think clearly, if we're unable to do what we're supposed to do, what does it all matter at the end of the day? What does it all matter? I can work 7 days a week, grinding 7 days a week, full time, 40, no, that's probably like 60 hours. 60 hours a week. But by the 8th day, I get sick. I have to spend the next 7 days off just to recover, just to get my health back in check. So what were those 7 days worth? Was that 7 day working period really worth all that? Was it worth at the expense of your health? Not only at the expense of your health, but now at the expense of your time and your future earnings, because now you're taking a week off to recover. You're taking a week off because you have to focus on you. You have to focus and recover on yourself, right? It's okay sometimes to slow down. It's okay to take an off day, a sick day, a day of rest, a period where you're just de-stressing yourself, right? You don't want to work overtime 24/7 and just burn yourself out. It's like the story of the turtle and the turtle and the hare, right? You see the hare blasting off from the start, running 100 miles per hour, and then he gets tired, or he gets ignorant in the story, but in this case, he gets tired, for example, he gets sick, so he lays there and rests, while the tortoise constantly keeps taking it step by step, take it day by day, and consistently and over time keeps progressing, while the tortoise kind of just went on a major up and then just declined. And I'm sure all of you know this story, but at the end of the day, the tortoise won, right? And what I'm trying to say is that although it may feel like you're going slow, although it may feel like you are moving at a pace of a tortoise, you may want to work 7 days a week. You may want to work crazy amount of hours. You may want to hustle so much that you give up your free time, you give up your health, you give up your sanity. But at the end of the day, is it worth it? At the end of the day, if you neglect yourself so much that you become sick, that you stop taking care of yourself, will that really be worth it in the long run? Because now you have to take that time off. Now you have to take that period of rest. At the end of the day, wealth doesn't mean anything if you don't have your health in check. $1 million in your bank account doesn't mean anything if you can't live life independently. You can't do the daily things of a human without needing the assistance of someone, right? At the end of the day, money doesn't mean anything if you don't feel good, if you don't feel like you are healthy, right? You can ask all the older people that are not in a good health condition. Maybe they have a disease, maybe they have some type of disorder, right? But I can guarantee you, I can bet you that they would trade any amount of money, their whole net worth, millions and millions of dollars, for example, anything, to get their health back, to get them to feel how they used to be back in their 20s, 30s, maybe 40s. It's ironic that we expend our health to chase the money, but at the end of the day, we use that money to fix our health. It's funny how that works. But other than that, that's all I have to say about this topic for today. I hope that I explained somewhat decently the importance of taking care of yourself, the importance of your health to some degree. I'm still kind of recovering, so it's a bit foggy up here, but yeah, I hope I at least gave you a little reminder that health is important, and it's always health over wealth before anything. It's always your sanity. It's always your mental, physical, spiritual well-being before anything else, right? Because without you being here, without you being able to do the things that you're capable of, and I mean to a very basic human function, like motor skills, like talking, like thinking, like feeling how you normally feel, that in itself is priceless, and that you shouldn't take for granted. And that in itself you shouldn't take for granted. And with that, my friends, I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself, and take care. And take care of your health.